Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. I can't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday than with Haley Page and local products from Price Cutter.
Products.
I mean, come on. We love supporting local businesses.
And I'm starting it with liquors, so.
Well, it is my birthday. I mean, if you were to pop one open, I wouldn't say no, but I'm just kidding.
The first one is your beloved.
Oh, look at this, the KC Chiefs. That's my team, Mahomes.
Winners.
You know what? He did text me for my birthday. So, Patrick, thank you so much. I appreciate the text for my birthday. He's very considerate.
Super sweet. That was really nice.
He's very, very nice. Yes, I love all these. Tell us about the local alcohol.
Okay, so I do liquor and local at a lot of L's at the Price Cutter. So I thought I'd bring in some local liquors to show that as well, because we got a lot of local liquors. St. James Winery. We brought them in. Did you know that the Ozark Mountain Daredevils artwork a lot of times is done by Georgia?
What?
She does a lot
Georgia?
of
Kester?
Our lovely
what?
Georgia.
Our very own Georgia?
She is so wonderful. I've seen some of her stuff. Do you follow her on Instagram?
I need to. Not only is she a supplement guru, she's an artist?
Yeah, for these guys.
What? That's amazing. That's gorgeous.
That? So cool. So cool. I don't know if she did that at work. I don't want to be that guy. I'm just saying.
But we're just saying.
She's
that
Georgia,
good.
And she's awesome. Truman Reserve, they have been doing samplings all over the place, and they just released their rum. And they already had their bourbon in the store, and then they brought in their rum a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And they sample all the time. If you ever see them, please stop and talk with them. They're so pleasant, and they're very knowledgeable about their products. So
I always like it when they do this little drippy thingy on the top.
It makes it so cool.
It makes it so cool and fun to open. I'm like, oh my gosh, because they probably had to do that individually, because that takes a lot of time to get that little drip motion. Look at those. It's so fun.
You feel like hella elegant.
I do feel elegant.
Just with the right glass and everything's perfect.
I know. That's amazing. Okay.
On past the liquor. So I haven't brought these on in a while, but these are spaghetti sauces and pizza sauces from Italian places in like St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
I think all of them are from St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken. And they're delicious. We use these as our pasta sauces at home.
I always go to the local pasta sauces. Here's why. Typically, I don't know why this is. This is not scientific. They're lower in carbs and sugars.
Because it's fresher, wonderful ingredients.
So if you're looking for the pizza sauce or the Alfredo sauce that lower carbs, lower sugars, the local ones are the way to go. I get them all the time.
They add that love, and I think that's what that calorie count back is.
I think the people in St. Louis, they go like this.
Yeah.
And that's hello, it's magic.
Italian love.
It's magic.
So cool.
It's Italian love.
Speaking of the calorie counts, these guys are so wonderful, and they are a huge local brand. They're in, I think, every single one of our stores, either in like those open freezers or in the ice cream section.
I see them all the time because I pass by them, and it's tempting not to buy them. But I think some of my friends over on the couch were talking about how much they like this ice cream. Did y'all like this ice cream? So I heard somebody talking about it. They're like, oh, I love that ice cream.
And this is 3 flavors of what, like 50?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure there's like 50
flavors. Producer Jake just said he loves it. He was in my ear telling me he loves it.
Do you see the stuff on top? We should like
zoom in on that. Like, look at these colors. That looks like Cookie Monster right there. That's amazing.
Cookie Monster.
I like the bright colors.
Heck yeah.
It makes me feel like a kid again. But, Haley Page, I should have prefaced when you came on the show today that I'm just now 21, so I can just now drink those beverages.
Oh, just today?
Just today.
Just today. That's awesome.
Just today.
Well, this is a perfect birthday then.
Yes,
I mean, pork rinds at the end.
I'm loving
and liquor
pork
at
rinds.
the beginning.
Okay, moving down. Do you want to do it with the chocolate, or do you want to do the coffee?
Let's end with the chocolate, actually, because I just wanted to remind that we have Churchill, like those vendor things in like all of our stores, not all of our stores, but the greater majority of our stores, and they have like all their flavors. Sinless pastries in there, of course. They have decaf, they have whole bean. You can grind it there, like.
I like grinding it there, yeah. I have a coffee grinder at home, but it's fun doing it at the store.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it comes in the
bag.
bag.
You get to smell the whole thing. It's wonderful.
It's so nice.
We seriously found the coffee aisle yesterday by sniffing it out.
Well, you can.
You can.
Especially
with open coffee beans like that. It's just wonderful. So, Hawk's Popcorn. Brought that actually for you. I was hoping so much you'd be here today because, pork rinds are awesome.
I love pork rinds.
And these are the vegetarian ones. They look like little bacons.
Little bakey ones. But I just love the regular, pork rinds. They're so light and flaky and fluffy.
For sure. Delicious.
And the popcorn's delicious too.
It is. They have really good kettle corn. The Three Jerks beef jerky, that's pretty new, and it's actually distributed by one of our beer distributors.
Really?
From Aurora, Missouri.
Oh my gosh, that's like a hop, skip, and a jump from here.
Sriracha, that kind is amazing.
Do you know what I have in my cabinet all the time as snacks? I have mixed nuts and I have beef jerky.
Oh,
always
you have
just
to.
like a go-to snack.
You have to, and it's
so
got to
easy.
be the good quality kind. You can't,
Oh, yeah.
You can't chimp or skimp. Chimp.
No, can't chimp or skimp.
on
that.
jerky or chocolate.
Or,
speaking
no,
of,
no, ma'am.
So Askenozzi's in our store. They're at the East Battlefield location, right on the front end cap by the registers, and we're going to be expanding that. So it should be in about 6 of our stores by the end.
I love their chocolate, and aren't they on C Street? Because I want to say
Yes,
I've been,
they are.
And
They
been
are
there and I've toured. I'll hold
On
some of them
beautiful,
up.
historic C Street. They're right there on the end by the Ace Hardware, and they love visitors. So we have the big bars, and then these little tiny ones. If you get a little scared and you just want to try a little one, then we got the little tinies.
Little
I
bite-sized
think they're
piece.
itty bitty bars, I believe.
And by the way,
Bitty
too,
bars?
remember a few weeks ago for Valentine's Day, we were making some chocolate bark, and I added some cayenne pepper because it reminded me that Askenozzi has
Heck
a
yeah.
spicy chocolate that I love.
Seriously, they
Mine
have
did not
such
taste as
wonderful
good as
chocolate.
theirs. Mine tasted horrible compared to this.
Heck yeah, and if you want a good story, go look online at their company.
Mm-hmm.
They are the coolest, and they do the coolest things, and each of their bars have individual stories and pictures on it. It's just the coolest.
Ooh, look at this. Okay, now this one I would like because it's the 88% dark chocolate.
That means
I love.
it's good for you, right?
It is. I think if it's like
Like your
70
heart.
or 75 above
Yeah.
cacao, then it's healthier and if you need to get your sweet tooth, like I try to cut back on the sugar,
Yeah.
it's a great way to get that sweet. But also,
yeah.
here's what's not healthy. I always mix my dark chocolate with red wine. So that's where I go wrong.
Yeah.
I'm eating the chocolate and the wine at nighttime as my snack. But Haley
That sounds
Page, thank you
delicious,
so
though.
much.
Thank you.
Amazing local products
Hey.
at Price Cutter and Country Mart throughout the Ozarks. So make sure you're supporting our local businesses. We appreciate it. Thanks so much, Haley.
Thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere. More fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Like, I was going to eat everything.
Seriously, do you want the ice cream?